Morning, you alright? 5 o'clock in the morning, yeah. So I'm quiet. Kettle's on for coffee, yeah, and I'm off for a walk. But I'm gonna just blast some press ups out, yeah. Lean right forward over the shoulders. It's kind of a different way of doing them. Right over on your toes, yeah. So you're not here, you're over. But it's just a different way of doing them, yeah. And it brings a lot of back tricep in, a lot of the shoulder. Yeah, it's quite good. So now I'm going to do traditional ones. 10. Now I'm going to have my coffee and then I'm off. Right, just while I'm having my coffee, I just want to show you the drill with this, yeah? So you can whack something with that, can't you? Yeah. But you need the force behind it, don't you? And you can't generate enough force in a short space of time unless you know what you're doing, yeah? So here's a way to generate force, yeah? And it's kind of a form of sword fighting, but with a stick. So you basically, you've got the stick here. So you start there, obviously, whip it to there, yep, because you're going to do something else with it. So whip it to there, yep. Then you use the high guard, and then as you bring it round, you flick your wrist, and then you generate that force. So have a practice. Yep. Now, it's a flick of that wrist, yeah. And it really, really is hard to keep hold of that stick. But not only is it a good self-defense technique, it's a really good wrist, elbow, forearm, shoulder rehabilitation technique. And this is why I took up this stick, yeah. Now I can't do it with this arm because it's really damaged. I can't get that whip. And that's what I got it for, but unfortunately it's not fixing this because this is weak as a kitten. I do try sometimes though, but I can't generate that whip. What I can with this. See the difference? Here we're off again, people, yeah. You can just about see me. Bang on 5:30. I've put my stopwatch on today and I've set it from the steps. So it's a really, really accurate time. So I'm going to stop it when I get back to my steps. Started with a fairly brisk pace already, which might slow down. But all the little muscles that don't normally get used are starting really aching now. And it's day 3. But things are starting to get toned up. I can feel them. Got my stick. Just in case. Because it is dark. Quite scary. Nobody about. So it is quite a very cold morning, but very crisp and dry, yeah. I've still got just the jumper on the hoodie because I will get warm, but I am shivering a bit. So winter's coming, it's round the corner. Speed I've picked up is quite good, yeah. Heavy steps though, I'll feel them in my knees. Can't help it. You either have heavy steps and walk fast or you have light steps and walk slow. But I can feel it, my shock absorbers are working. So who's on the 3rd day walking then? Has anybody done it? In the comments please. I'd like to know I'm not doing this on my own. How do I feel day 3 then, yeah? I feel really as if I've achieved something. So it's 3 days without any drinks. Yeah, because I ate that bottle quite hard when my wife died. So that's an achievement. And it's 3 days without sweets. Although the daughter came with some cupcakes yesterday and I did have some. But compared to what I normally have, it was pretty much nothing. Good thing about walking around in dark, you don't have to worry about your eyebrows sticking out. Checking your hair every minute to see if it's pointing the wrong way. So just a quick word for anybody who started walking, who's, you know, not used to exercise. You might notice that you develop a cough. That's quite normal. Basically what's happening is you're opening your lungs to places where they've not been before, and you're just coughing sediment up that's been laid there for a bit. And this is another reason why people who exercise, live longer. And it's a lot to do with the fact that the lungs work properly. One thing that happens when we get older is the lungs stop working, we get less oxygen, and then we start to get into troubles that we don't realise we're in, and they just accumulate. And a lot of it's to do with lungs. It's very important having really good lungs, because that's what feeds all your organs with oxygen. So when you're exercising, people, and moving briskly, breathing briskly, you're feeding all your organs with that precious oxygen. So when you're coughing, you stuff up out of your lungs because you've used them that a little bit longer than usual, or more than usual. Then what you're doing, you're creating more space in those lungs and more capacity to breathe more oxygen, so you're becoming more healthy. And this is why when you reach our age, which I never thought I'd say because I used to be a gladiator type person, you have to slow it down a bit, train sensibly, but still open those lungs, So about this stick, people, I've just walked past, believe it or not, a really unsavoury looking character, and he gave me a wide berth because of this, So it's more than a self-defence tool, it's just a deterrent, You know, people that are walking about looking for somebody to rob at 5 o'clock in the morning, don't want to rob somebody with a big stick and a fat belly. They want something skinnier. No, but on a serious note though, it just does make you march quicker for some reason. And you can use it to climb hills. You can use it to march yourself up the hills with it, get a bit more traction on ground. There's a lot of reasons to carry a stick, I just like it. But I wish I had a staff, really, because I want to be Gandalf. Not old enough yet. I'm starting to get out of breath now. That pace is quite good. I'm pretty certain I might shave a minute off at least, So, 3 days in, I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling a lot better about myself. My brain is going in the right direction, focus-wise. It's all going in the right direction. I know it's only 3 days in, but you get 2 weeks in, and that's when you really start to set really good habits. So it's just a matter of getting up, getting out, and just making it what you do, as in generally what you do, I like it that much. I'm actually going to start setting my alarm clock for about 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to get out for 5. This is for future when I'm back working properly, you see. I'm going to make it my mission to get up at 4:30 every morning, get out for 5, And okay, by 9 o'clock at night I'll be knackered and I'll be going to bed, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what I want to do. I'm a person that would rather see a full day than a long night. I always have been. I'm one of these people that when it's dark I'm asleep, when it's light I wake up. So just a quick one for you. There's a lot of people that follow me on YouTube. Some of you have reached out to me. I'd just like to, I won't name any names just for privacy purposes, but I'd just like to thank you all a lot for reaching out, comments, things like that. You've really helped to lift me, inspire me, just to keep going. And it's good, that's what community is, isn't it? So I'd just like to give you a massive thank you, really helps, Off we go. Right, I'm on that short hill section of the walk, and I'm breathing quite heavy, but I'm absolutely charging up it, yeah. Absolutely charging up it today. So yeah, the fitness is definitely coming back. The lung capacity is coming back, yeah. 3 days in. But that's to be expected from somebody who's trained all their life, people. Yeah, don't you expect it. If you've never trained, it might take you a bit longer. But the good thing about somebody who's trained all their life, yeah, muscle memory, oxygen memory, all that. Oxygen memory, is that even a thing? Lung capacity memory, I don't know. But it all comes back pretty quick. So I'm approaching Main Road now, last leg at walk. I picked up the pace. I'm almost on a really fast march now, yeah. Which actually led me to think about something a lot off topic. I'm thinking about the Battle of 1066. Before that battle, the people, Harold and that, went to Stamford Bridge, and they had a battle there, and they beat an army up there, yeah. And instead of resting, he got a message that William the Conqueror were down in Hastings, or on his way there, yeah. So they marched all the way from Stamford Bridge to Hastings for fight. Well, A, no wonder they lost, because they'd been knackered, wouldn't they? But B, what were they like as people that could march all that way, yeah? Covering how many miles? They must have been absolute machines. And I don't know why I thought that, but I just thought of it because, you know, because I'm marching. And then I thought of those people in Stamford Bridge. I like Stamford Bridge. I used to cycle there, visit a chip shop and cycle back all the way to from Wakey. I used to do a lot of cycling, to be fair. I've mentioned it before. I once had my wife a race, and I joked and I said, I'll beat you. And I was on a mountain bike at the time. I did it in 5.5 hours from Wakefield to Pickering. So she obviously set off after to give me an head start. But she got stuck in traffic. And I actually beat her. Because she hit the biggest traffic jam on A1 she's ever seen. So yeah, I beat her. And that's my claim to fame. I beat a car from Wakefield to Pickering. And I just kind of forget the part that she got into a big traffic jam. So I'm up Final Hill now. It starts as a little dip, and then it goes up a big shooting hill in about 100 yards, yeah, and then I'm there. I don't know if I've done a faster time, to be honest. It feels like I have, but I don't think I have. I'll let you know when I get to the doorstep. So I've just walked past somebody down here with a dog, and I walked past them when I started walk. So they must go the same way as me. I think they walk faster than me as well, because I think we're about the same distance, similar, from where we saw each other. So yeah, I think they walk faster. I have to do something about that. They've got a dog dragging them on, don't they? Just as I shoot up this hill here, I just want to give you a word of warning for those that are starting out that have never really done this before. If you're going to quit the sugar, get ready for the headaches, get ready for the grouchiness, the sickness, the tiredness, yeah. And literally it all wears off within about 3 weeks, people, so stick it out, yeah. Stick it out. Sugar's a drug, you see, and once you get rid of it, like with any drug, you have to come off it, it has to get out of your system. And I noticed last time, it took me 3 weeks. Everybody's different, but it literally took me 3 weeks. And I felt absolutely terrible for 3 weeks, yeah. So my body's alright at the moment. Don't think it's realised that I've stopped eating it. But once it does, it will start the withdrawals, and it will be horrible. Yeah, so don't give in. It does pass after 3 weeks. It might be quicker depending on you, but I found it with 3 weeks, yeah. Right, I'm coming round last bend home now, and I feel like I've really motored, to be honest with you. But I'll let you know when I get to that step. It might be slightly longer because I started my timer from a different place and finished it from a different place. So I'm still hoping I've beat it. I feel like I have. If I hadn't, then I must just be tired, but I feel like I've motored. 47.59, so it's a minute slower, yeah. But to be fair, it was more accurate timing, yeah, because I had to put my stopwatch on, so I'm not really going to beat myself up a bit. And I started timing from a different place further away, and I stopped timing from a further place as well, so I'm really not going to beat myself up. But I am going to go from this time starting tomorrow, yeah. and try and beat it, which I said I wouldn't do, didn't I? But it just comes out in me as you get fitter, you just get more competitive. Right, so off we go to finish off. Lean over press-ups. Ten. Have a quick stretch. Do a standard 10. So what am I doing there then, yeah? I'm adding exercises in, yeah? As I get a little bit fitter, something else goes in, yeah? And that's what you do when you're on road to fitness. You just keep adding things on, yeah? Gradually and build up. And that's how you progress and move forward and get these. Keep training.